And it's Dunleavy in the 3 spot. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, thank you, Kevin. As you know, Derrick Rose might be a superstar, but he doesn't lean towards the limelight. He said, I was always the kid who didn't say too much, and people didn't think I knew that much. But I followed everything that was going on in the room and always knew my surroundings. Paying attention to detail, that's part of being a point guard. Guys?
Certainly a cerebral approach to the game. Much appreciated, Doris. Thank you. Lets it go from the wing. The kick out to Irving. That's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. And up on your screen now are the most dependable free throw shooters from the point guard position since the All-Star break. 4th, Kyrie Irving.
Well, if these guys can get to the line, there's not much question what the outcome is going to be. So it sort of prevents the defense from being as aggressive as they'd like to be against them.
That's exactly right. I mean, you'd rather dare them to make a shot than risk sending them to the stripe. That's almost free points for them. At least there's a chance they'll miss from the floor. And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
The dish to Mozgov. And that one's good. Mozgov's got 4 this quarter.
Well, I'll bet his teammates love playing with him. He's distributing the ball perfectly.
Well, he keeps everybody happy, and you know what? The assist numbers don't lie.
Nice kick out after the defense had collapsed on him.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. And as with any timeout at this point of the game, important to go over the strategies that are working and those that are needed in terms of adjustments. And, of course, the opportunity, guys, to get hydrated with Gatorade before coming back onto the floor. We've seen some good action so far, and there's more of it to come.
Yeah, this game has been physical, it's been fast, it's been high-paced. So anytime you're in a situation like this where it's really a hard-fought game, critical to keep yourself hydrated throughout.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Perkins, he's checked in for Mozgov. Marion comes in for Thompson. And it's Iman Shumpert in for Smith.
Shawn Marion with 15 years in the NBA, a very good 15 years, basically talked about retiring even though he was still playing well at the conclusion of last season. Although I guess he did have a change of heart.
In the corner, Irving with it. Beyond the arc.
Well, his shot's been off today, no question. He's not the guy they're going to want to look to if they want to keep this lead where it is.
And Butler, here we go. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Well, I love it. He gets there first, absorbs the contact. Nice play defensively.
No flop there. He took that one right in the chest.
Heinrich with the steal. And now, in transition, is Heinrich. Here we go. And he gets it to go.
Well, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense just like that.
Well, that's the best way to get that early offense, Clark. As soon as you come up with a steal, just sprint the other direction.
The shot by Marion, no good.
And Marion, a 4-time All-Star, one of the most athletic and versatile players in league history. Still an excellent role player, even after all these years.
They've raised their field goal percentage just above 50% here. They actually look like a totally different team than what we saw in the first half. Much better execution offensively. Right here, over these last 10 games on the Bulls schedule, Kevin, this is how they stack up. First in free throw shooting. Second in rebounding. And they're ranked 3rd in the league in steals. Active hands and quick feet.
And anytime you lead the league in free throw shooting, as you talked about, Clark, I mean, you can put a lot of pressure on the defense, and that's why this team has made a concerted effort to attack the rim and get to the line as often as possible.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Smith is checked in. The shot by Heinrich, no good. And Marion has made a good chunk of change over his career. A lot of money. He said he wanted to walk away while he could still walk.
Yeah, well, he can't walk in his game. Certainly he could still walk and talk. An excellent defender, an energy player, a stat sheet stuffer. I'm quite pleased that he hasn't decided to hang him up yet.
Heinrich kicks to Butler. And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Second half hasn't exactly gone according to plan for him. He only had 1 turnover in the first half, but that number is growing much bigger now in the second.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Perkins. Here's Irving. He's got 17. There's 49 seconds left in the third. On the wing, Shumpert. Out to Smith. 6 on the shot clock. Can't hit. Great defense that time from Noah.
I thought he rushed it a little bit, guys, because he had a clean look, just lost his focus.
Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Grown man's power flush with the long hang on the rim at the end of it.
Clark, that could be a catalyst for him.
I think you're right.
Well, we've seen these kind of plays get them going in the past, that's for sure.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. LeBron kicks to Irving. Irving double team. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
Still Cavaliers ball. 3 seconds on the shot. In for your Cavaliers.
Shot clock at 3. James, that's a 2-pointer. Out to Smith. Got it off in time. No good. And we've watched. Bulls trail by 5. LeBron is the 3 with Thompson at the 4. Kyrie Irving is out there with J.R. Smith. And it's Mozgov in at the 5. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Butler with the ball. Now Smith defending. Here's Mirotic. And yes, sir, that one drops. Mirotic has got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Bulls. And on the way from Irving for 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Gibson's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
Well, he did have a 3-pointer in the first half, but so far here in the second, he's come up empty.
Throws it up high. And J.R. Smith with the slam.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
Butler kicks to Mirotic. LeBron against Butler. Heinrich outside. Shot clock at 6. 3 on 3. Irving dishes to James. Off target with his 3. For Chicago, they won their last contest that game against Cleveland. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make it a close game, a potential momentum builder.
And the Cavaliers call time here. Well, it's funny, Clark. Some people thought that Joakim Noah was considered a bust when drafted by Chicago.
Very premature assessment of that young man. I tell you, you talk about having to eat crow for those who felt that way. And the 2-time NCAA champion, Noah has now rightly become revered as the heartbeat of this scrappy Bulls team, an All-NBA, an All-Star, and also an All-NBA defensive player as well.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Miller's checked in for James. Mon Shumpert has come in for J.R. Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Well, over the break, I listened in on David Blatt's huddle. He's looking for whatever they have left in the tank. He said, I know it's been a hard-fought game, but now's not the time to leave anything in reserve. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I expect you to be going all out, full speed.
Well, Noah has that boisterous, playful personality. I think his quirks maybe threw people off early on, but he's a wonderful teammate. He's unselfish, and I think more than anything, his unguarded personality has sort of helped him connect with his teammates.
17 seconds.
And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Chicago making a switch here. Gibson's checked in. Rose with the ball. And it's Miller picking him up.
And for Noah, who is really gregarious and outgoing off the court, but you get in between those lines and his intense competitiveness becomes apparent. I mean, he's locked in all business. Fierce, fierce competitor, laser focused on winning. And he's not worried about making a few enemies in the process.
Rose goes in. And Thompson sends it back. And slam dunk by Shumpert.
Surreal alley-oop that time, partner.
The pass, Clark, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
Precision at its finest.
Yeah, and it all had to be perfect and in precision. That's not nearly as easy as they made it look.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Nice, accurate pass right into the middle.
And Rose, wide open, he shoots. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. A different look now for Cleveland. James checked in for Miller. Smith comes in for Shumpert. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Irving for three. Shot is no good. Some solid defense from Rose. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
What a smooth finish.
Well, he's certainly the one they want on the end of those breaks. He always finishes strong.
Irving passes to Smith. Back to Irving. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 3 assists now in this one.
That's like a layup for him. It's just wide open out there.
There's Rose with the 3. The putback. The Cavaliers pull it in. 1:14 left in the fourth quarter. Rose back up. Out to Smith. The pass to Irving. Another 3 for Cleveland.
And now just watching the clock wind down and what will turn out to be a win here for the Cavaliers.
And Clark, we got to see a display of offensive prowess in this one that got it done. High-scoring game.
Well, basket after basket, they were in attack mode all game long.
And in the win-loss column, tonight's game will push their record up to 54 wins on the year.
Fantastic show put on. What an amazing game all around it was for Kyrie Irving. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do anything really to stop him.
And it's Gibson finishing it off.
And that just shows you why it's so important to win the second shot game.
Yeah, those second shots are usually the easy ones, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because the defense is out of position on the shot attempt and in terms of rebounding rates. An example right there, guys, of how even as their lead grew into a big one, they never started coasting.
That's the truth. I mean, they've been in charge of this game all the way through.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he ends up making the second, and that will put them up by 9.
Boy, his hands weren't the steadiest at the line that time, but that was all they needed to put a cap on this one.
Rose gets the bucket. Cleveland's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. And there's the foul. It goes on Taj Gibson. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
At the line, your Cavaliers.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. Rose again. Irving. Rose with another miss. Irving attacking. And J.R. Smith with the slam.
Boy, they're extending their lead. It kind of feels like they're just piling on here as we come to an end.
Well, hey, let's just call it what it is. They are trying to run it up on them.